Oh, honey, let's not pretend we're too proper to talk about this. If you're over 60 and noticing a little more gas than usual, trust me, you're not alone. And it's not just old age. There are actual habits, things you're probably doing every single day that are making you fart more. Stick around, because I'm going to share the 12 little habits behind all that wind, and most importantly, how to stop. Before we dive in, be a dear. Click that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and in the comments tell me, have you noticed yourself getting gassier as you've aged? Don't be shy. I promise this is a safe space. 1. Eating too fast. Let's start with something most of us have been guilty of, eating like we're in a competition. I know. After decades of cooking for others, rushing between errands, grandkids, appointments, slowing down at mealtime doesn't always come naturally. But here's the truth. When you eat too quickly, you're not just swallowing your food, you're swallowing air. And that air doesn't magically disappear. Oh no, honey. It travels right down into your stomach and intestines, waiting to make its grand exit. Fast eating also confuses your digestive system. Your stomach doesn't get the memo in time to release the right enzymes, which can leave food sitting longer, fermenting, and creating, you guessed it, more gas. What can you do? Simple. Channel your inner French woman. Small bites, chew thoroughly, and enjoy your food like it's an event, not a chore. A good rule? Put your fork down between bites. Not only will you feel more satisfied, but you'll notice a dramatic reduction in those sneaky after-dinner PFFFFFTTTT moments. 2. Chewing gum. Yes, even the sugar-free kind. Now, I used to think chewing gum was the perfect little habit. Freshens your breath, keeps your mouth busy, helps avoid snacking. But here's the problem. Every chew is pulling in air. And where does all that air go? Into your digestive tract, creating a little gas bubble factory right there in your belly. And don't even get me started on sugar-free gum. Those sugar alcohols, things like sorbitol, xylitol, and maltitol, might save you calories, but they come with a price. Our aging guts aren't built to digest them properly, so they sit in our intestines, fermenting away and causing bloating, cramping, and yes, far more farting than any lady wants to admit. The solution? Switch to breath mints, if you must. Or better yet, brush your teeth after meals to freshen up without filling your belly with air. Trust me, it's far more dignified. 3. Drinking through a straw. This might surprise you, but straws are not your friend. Yes, they might keep your lipstick neat or help with sensitive teeth, but they're also an express way for extra air to travel into your digestive system. Every sip you take brings a pocket of air along with it. And what goes in must come out. I remember sitting with my girlfriends, all of us sipping our iced teas through straws, and wondering why we all left feeling bloated. Turns out, straws are one of the sneakiest causes of trapped gas, especially as we get older, and our digestion slows a little. What's the fix? Ditch the straw. Sip from the side of your glass like the sophisticated woman you are. Not only will you look more elegant, but you'll also reduce unnecessary air intake and the bloating that comes with it. 4. Overdoing the fiber. Fiber. We've been told it's the magic key to healthy digestion, and it is when done properly. But too much fiber too quickly? Oh dear. Disaster. The health kick that started with bran cereal for breakfast, beans for lunch, and a fiber bar for a snack often ends with you sitting alone on the couch, blaming the dog. Your body needs time to adjust to increased fiber. Otherwise, all those beans, lentils, leafy greens, and whole grains start fermenting in your gut faster than a batch of homemade sauerkraut. Fermentation equals gas. Gas equals, well, the trick? Go slow. Add fiber gradually over weeks, not days. And for heaven's sake, drink more water. Fiber without water is like a traffic jam for your gut. Everything stops, backs up, and gets cranky. Hydrate, pace yourself, and your digestive system will thank you. 5. Relying on artificial sweeteners. Oh, those pretty little pink, blue, and yellow packets at the cafe. They seem so harmless, don't they? And sugar-free treats might seem like a smart choice, especially when we're watching our waistlines. But here's the cold, gassy truth. Many artificial sweeteners, especially sugar alcohols, wreak havoc on older digestive systems. Sorbitol, maltitol, and xylitol aren't absorbed well by our bodies. Instead, they sit in the gut, inviting bacteria to a fermentation party. And you know what bacteria do when they party? They create gas. Lots of it. That means bloating, discomfort, and enough flatulence to make you consider blaming the family dog again. Better choice. Cut back on the fake stuff. A little natural sugar, honey, or even stevia in moderation won't turn your gut into a gas machine. Read labels carefully. Sugar-free often comes at a noisy price. 6. Not moving enough. Here's a truth we don't like to admit. The less we move, the more everything slows down, including digestion. A sedentary lifestyle doesn't just make your joints stiff or your waistline expand. It affects your gut motility, meaning food lingers longer, gases build up, and before you know it, you're feeling like a balloon. When I retired, I thought I'd earned the right to put my feet up. But guess what? Sitting all day made me more bloated than ever. Movement, walking, stretching, gentle yoga keeps your digestive system ticking along nicely. It's like giving your intestines a little pep talk to keep things moving south instead of swelling up inside you. The remedy? Start small. A stroll after meals, some light stretches in the morning, anything to keep your body and your digestion from getting sluggish. Even standing up and doing a little wiggle while you wait for the kettle to boil helps more than you think. 7. Carbonated drinks. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Surely a little sparkling water won't hurt. And you're right, a little now and then won't. But if you're sipping on fizzy drinks all day, even the ones without sugar, you're essentially swallowing bubbles on purpose. Those bubbles don't just disappear. They gather inside you like tiny pranksters waiting for the right moment to escape. It's not just soda either. Sparkling water, tonic water, even that trendy kombucha can cause bloating and extra gas. They create more air in your stomach and intestines, which makes your body work harder to get rid of it, often in the most embarrassing way possible. What can you do? Choose flat drinks whenever you can. Herbal teas, still water, warm lemon water. These are all gentle on your system and won't have you sounding like a tuba section after lunch. Save the bubbles for special occasions. 8. Talking while eating. Now, I'm a big believer in the joy of conversation, especially around the dinner table. But one habit I've noticed, especially among us chatty older ladies, is talking while we're chewing or halfway through a bite. Not only is it a little unrefined, but it's also one of the sneakiest ways we swallow excess air. Each time you talk with food in your mouth, you're gulping down little pockets of air. That air doesn't just sit quietly in your stomach waiting to be absorbed. No, it travels along, causing bloating, discomfort, and eventually, well, you know the rest. How to fix it? Slow down. Chew, swallow, then talk. Take turns with your dining companions. This isn't just good manners. It's good digestive hygiene. You'll notice you feel less bloated after meals and, dare I say, more ladylike. 9. Ignoring food intolerances. Here's one a lot of women our age overlook. Just because you could eat something when you were 30 doesn't mean your body loves it now. Our digestive systems change over time, and foods that used to be harmless can suddenly cause chaos. Dairy, gluten, onions, beans, even certain fruits like apples. The symptoms aren't always obvious, either. You might not get a rash or stomach cramps right away. Instead, you'll just notice you're gassier, more bloated, or more uncomfortable than usual after eating certain foods. The smart move? Start paying attention. Keep a simple food diary for a few weeks. Write down what you eat and how you feel afterward. patterns will start to appear. Once you figure out what triggers your tummy troubles, you can make adjustments and avoid unnecessary gas. 10. Wearing tight waistbands. Now, I know we all want to keep a neat silhouette, but those tight elastic waistbands, shapewear, and belts squeezing you in, they're not doing your digestion any favors. When you compress your middle, you're also compressing your intestines. This traps gas, slows digestion, and makes bloating far more noticeable. It's not just about feeling bloated, either. Tight waistbands can push gas upward, causing belching or make you feel crampy and uncomfortable all day. And let's be honest, past a certain age, comfort wins every time. My advice: choose clothes that fit well without squeezing. There are so many flattering options now that don't sacrifice comfort. Soft waistbands, flowy fabrics, these are your friends. Your digestive system will be less cranky, and you'll feel freer to enjoy your day. 11. Eating large meals late at night. This one's a classic mistake, especially if you grew up with the big dinner tradition. Heavy, rich meals late in the evening are hard for your body to digest, especially as we age. Our digestive system slows down at night, just like the rest of us. Big meals sit in your stomach longer, fermenting, creating gas, and leaving you bloated and uncomfortable, not to mention a little gassy the next morning. You might even notice disrupted sleep, tossing, turning, and waking up feeling like you've swallowed a balloon. The solution? Lighter dinners, eaten earlier. Think soups, salads, grilled veggies, and lean proteins. Save heavier meals for lunchtime when your digestion is stronger. You'll sleep better, feel better, and wake up with less, shall we say, activity. 12. Stressing out. Yes, really? Now, I know this sounds almost too simple, but it's true. Stress affects everything. When you're anxious, tense, or overwhelmed, your body holds tension, including in your gut. Stress can cause you to swallow more air without realizing it. It can also trigger digestive issues like bloating, constipation, or, you guessed it, excess gas. When we're stressed, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, not rest and digest mode. That means digestion slows, gas builds up, and discomfort follows. It's a vicious cycle because feeling bloated and uncomfortable only makes us more stressed. How do we fix it? Find little rituals to help you relax. Deep breathing, meditation, gentle stretching, reading, or even having a laugh with a friend. Anything that helps you release tension helps your digestion, too. Your gut and those around you will notice the difference.